Hello. So here's a few things that I've been working on. Recently started working with Puppyhammer. Today is May the 5th. So in 2 days I'll have been doing Puppyhammer for 2 months. And I've learned a lot in the meantime. And I still think I've got a lot more to learn. But one thing I've been kind of working on is some rope dart application. Since before I came into Puppyhammer, I started with rope dart, and before that, poi and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I think that rope dart was very good with learning kind of like on body, off body things, especially as you see in like sunrises where you can kind of have it go here. I think that was really important to learn with rope dart. Translated well over to a lot of Puppyhammer stuff, especially with like crow or shoulder mode stuff. But one thing is that I don't see, well, I see a lot of meteor style and contact staff style application. One thing I don't really see a whole lot of in tutorial videos when I'm looking is rope dart application. And one thing I really kind of figured out early on is when working with rope dart, one of my favorite things to do, because it's just really easy, is just doing these kind of over the shoulder, I think they're just called like necklace dragon shots or dragon necklace shots or whatever. And you can just loop these back over and over again, just shooting back here and there. But one thing I figured out really early on was that if you do this kind of over the shoulder here, if you turn with it, you can wind yourself up already in oxbow, or not oxbow, but where you've got almost your wrap. So kind of going with that is starting with one hand on the poi node, the other hand on the shoulder node, kind of looping it where you're going to bring it up behind your back and let it shoot over your shoulder. So you get into like this kind of cross here. And then likewise, you're spinning forward still, but you kind of bring it back over your head this way. So when we do this one, we go back over, so it's a little move. But when we go for either that initial one or the third string in it, we let it go over us and kind of shoot your arm out. As you turn, you'll be able to kind of wrap under there. In the same way that if you're doing these kind of, what I learned really early on was these kind of like horizontal captures, where you just around the neck, spin, loop the arms under capture. It's very similar to that. So going back here, where it'll go over, capture, and boom, you're already in your mode, so you can start doing all your elbow style or poi stuff, right? So once again, kind of unhooking from there, going into your rope dart, going over the shoulder, turn, and boom, we're already here. But another thing, another type of rope dart application I saw, and I haven't seen anyone do this either, is there is this interesting setup you'll see some people do sometimes, where they'll shoot it out and then pull it back behind them. And it's not going over the shoulder, it's just going around the waist. So they go kind of shoot out and then back behind the waist, and then they'll pull it back in front. So what you can do with this is we shoot out, or we do like a knee shot out and then back and then here, and then you can do just like a 3-beat weave here. But if we do that same kind of shot that we were doing before, we're going to go over the shoulder. You see it already captures part of it right here. And then the big thing here I'm still trying to figure out is getting the length to it. But once you've got it here, you can just boom, and then you're in where it's crossing the chest here, or whatever. So once again, that's going to be kind of like a shoot out in front of you, back behind, catch, do like a, like a meteor kind of boom, 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 or like a poi, whatever you want to call it there, and then let it shoot back over, and then, whew. I'm still not very used to doing a lot of where the bind is in front as opposed to over the shoulder, but I think it's minus is the term. I'm still really shaky with a lot of the terminology, but you can do that there. and then, whoo. I don't know, but these are just kind of some interesting ideas that I've been thinking about with some rope dart applications. So going back all the way to the beginning, showing kind of like what we were going over here is doing this kind of back and forth, 1, 2, and you do like a 3. I didn't do that very well. One more time. So we'll do a 1, 2, 3, capture, or just a horizontal capture with it. And then the other one, we'll do the kind of shoot out in front, back behind, around the waist, doing this kind of here, and then here, boom. Ooh, it's kind of, there we go, here. Yeah, so I hope that might be something interesting for people to look for if you come from rope dart.